Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play. Okay, I'm still pumped up from the last one I played. I honestly did not expect to be so spooked from playing that trapped game. But this episode's not about that. Now I'm going to go on to the game that I made after that. And this was my most popular game. Now unfortunately it just says 0 next to the controller. And what that meant was the amount of people who played the games. And you can imagine my excitement when... Oh, hang on, it's right there. Yeah, so you can imagine my excitement when I made this game, I uploaded it, and I go to my dad's for a weekend, so we're talking not that long, and I came back, and I think it was like 100, maybe 150 had played it. So I was like, holy shit, this is good. So it became very popular very quickly. Now, if I can, I might edit this in such a way where I can get screenshots of what Stick RPG originally was. But those who were in school around about maybe 2009, round about that era, we're talking, you had a game on the internet called Stick RPG, and that's what this is based off. And instead of going into detail as to what you do, I might as well just show you this and just imagine what this game would be if it was top down, just looking at stick figures. Because that's literally all they really are. It's virtually the same game. So, hang on, wait one sec. For some reason, I decided to put the Conker's Bad Fur Day music in the background. Okay. Anyways, let's get to it. Right, so you selected item. So I think it's similar to... It's got the same inventory system as the... What was it called? The Zombie X game. So I'm assuming the controls are virtually the same. Okay. So yeah, continue. Yeah, so they are the same. Okay. Right, now here's something. In your house, on the desk, is information about the game new players should read. There are 2 glitches I couldn't fix. Rare, can't leave house, walk past the door and try again. Common, after boxing, player can't move. This only lasts for a second or 2. Now this ties into something that really did piss me off when I was making these games. Unfortunately, you had a lot of people who would sit there and say, you need to make the game more obvious as to what you do. So I'd actually put it at the front of the game, but then they would skip it. So on this game, I ended up making it so you go over to this book and it tells you all this stuff. So I'll just quickly go through it. This game is based off Stick RPG, however, in this version, there are a few things different. Even those that have played the original might want to reread this document. So as I've just said, this game, the way I've done this is there's information that you need to read, but you can choose to avoid it if you want, or if you already know about it. But unfortunately, you had these people who say it should be more obvious, but I'll get back to that in a minute. So, reading what it says. Okay, so you've got your home. This is where you sleep. Not much here at first, but have a look in the... What was it? Have a look in the furniture shop. Worth checking out. Work. At first, you work long hours for little pay. However, you improve your intelligence, then ask your job for a promotion. So again, if those who have played the original Stick RPG, that's virtually the same there. Fast foods. In this version, it's possible to die of starvation. Yeah, fuck it, why not put it in? I mean, I know the code, and so why not? And even as I'm talking, me fucking hunger's ticking down, so I might even restart this after me little rant here. So yeah, I might put a timestamp to when I actually fucking play it, but we'll worry about that later. Anyway, fast food. In this version, it's possible to starve to death. Buy food to make sure that doesn't happen. Hospital. There will be times when your health is low. This is the place where you buy first aids. The bar. Like the original, only thing to do here is to have bar fights. Good way to get money. So there you go, you've got a list of strengths of, like, if your strengths are ranging in whatever, you end up fighting a certain opponent and then you get a certain amount of money for it. Then you've got the gym. This is where you increase your strength. You can do some boxing. It's the same as bar fights, except twice as hard, but you get double money. Now, when I say twice as hard, I don't think it's that hard. Like, I could be wrong, because I haven't played this in 5 years, but we will see. The library. This is where you increase intelligence. Shop. Here is where you buy energy drinks to increase your speed. Yeah, friendly tip, don't do that, because you'll literally run all over the place. For some reason, 5 years ago, I was like, ooh, this is cool, let's put it in. Yeah, don't do that, no. So anyway, buy a knife to increase your damage. And I think you can use them in bar fights, but whatever. and of course a key to unlock the final area. Furniture. Here you can buy stuff for your house. Most of it's for show, but there are a few items which make the game easier. Police station. Whether you're knocked out or starve, you'll respawn here, and time will pass 3 days. There you go. Day-night cycle. Every day starts at 9 a.m, but by 11 p.m. 23. You're too tired to do anything. At this point, it's time to go home and sleep. Be careful at night. There are gangs of enemies appearing in the streets. Avoid if you can't beat them, because they will steal £1,000. Yeah, it's generous that they'll only steal a limited amount and not all your money, but whatever. One last thing you need to remember: white doors, you can enter buildings. Grey doors, you can't enter buildings, right? Now, I'm going to quickly restart this game because obviously I was rambling. So I don't have to... There we go. Yeah, so I'm just quickly restarting this game. Now, the thing is that pissed me off is when I uploaded this, all that information's there that tells you how to play the game. But unfortunately, you had all these people complaining that they didn't know what to do. So it's like, well, the information's there, but then in future games, I actually thought, I've got an idea. Why not make it so that you just press a button? You don't have to find the thing, you just press a button. People would complain over that then. There we go. Get out of my way. So yeah, there's not much to say about this, because obviously you got these guys. Yeah, that was another thing, yeah. People were saying, why are they attacking me? If you fucking read the thing, it would tell you. But whatever. So it's basically just this on repeat. And whereas it doesn't seem like much, the original version, it was very addicting. Like, I lost count how many times, like, when I'm supposed to get out of my way, I've lost count how many times when I was in school, how I'd sit there and I'm playing, like, games, and obviously I'm not meant to be, but I'd always find my way back to Stick RPG. And since, say, a lesson's only... Get through the door, prick. But since a lesson is only an hour long, and assuming the teacher let me play on the computer, we're talking about only putting an hour into the game. So there's not really much you can do in the sense of, like, progress in just an hour. And that's kind of what I've done in this game. Now, do you know what? Fuck it. I might do, like, an entire Let's Play of this one, like, maybe a separate one, because this is a lengthy game, and I might do it with the other ones. We will see. But, yeah, it's one of them, like, we're talking, there's a lot to see in this game. Virtually, it's all, you could argue it's mainly the same, but I'm determined to get through it. I mean, I kind of owe it to my younger self after putting all the work into this. So, of course, if it's not worth watching, then I might just edit it out. If I choose not to edit it out and you don't like it, well, you can just skip the Stick RPG playthrough. Right, 50, so yeah, go on. Give me some of that shit. Okay, so I've eaten. Let's see if I can get a promotion. I shouldn't be able to because my intelligence that is low. Get your intelligence to 5, sounds. But before I do that, since time doesn't move on gradually, excuse me, since time doesn't move on gradually, I think it was this. Yeah, there we go, yeah. So we're talking free energy drinks, increase your intelligence for free, and I believe there's weights in here as well somewhere. Well, they're fucking... Oh, there they are. So yeah, if I save up to 500s, I can then, instead of having to pay to bring up my stats, I can get them for free. I might do that. Do I really want to, though? Kind of spoils the experience. Ah, bollocks to it. We'll see. We will see. Right, so the library should just be here. As long as you have money, feel free to study. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I may as well just do it 5 times. Hang on, can I afford a bit more? Might as well. Yeah, and another thing as well on the original that probably why I put the energy drinks in this. In the original, you had like a skateboard. Now, I won't lie, how you got the skateboard, I don't think exactly... I don't think... Is it Rare who owned Project Spark? Well, anyway, whoever owns Project Spark, I don't think they would have been too happy if I copied Stick RPG exactly the same. Gets back to... Okay, let's get to work done. Yeah, so if I copied Stick RPG exactly how it was done in the original, We're talking how you get a skateboard, which is needed to go around the map quicker. You had to buy cigarettes, or you had to get ciggies, and then you had to sell them. Well, give them to a kid. So if I did that, I don't really think this game would have got as much positive attention as it did. But you know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. What I've done, I'm happy with it, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying what I'm doing so far anyway. But even I'm thinking, no, I'm in the wrong place. Where is it? Even I'm thinking there's really not much to talk about with this one. Hell, if there is a way for me to speed things up. Hang on, did I just buy 2 foods like at once and I didn't need to? Bollocks. Anyways, I'm going to try and get through this. But because there really isn't much to say about it, is literally doing the same thing again and again and again, I might not be able to. Because let's face it, if yous aren't going to be able to watch it, if I'm not going to be able to play it, then it's just wasting time, really. I'll tell you what, fuck it. I'm like 12 minutes into the recording, so fuck it. I'll just go to the bar and let's just have a fight. Let's just have a fight, see what happens. Do you find? Hang on. Do me a favour and get rid of that drunk. There we go. Give me your fucking money. Give me your fucking money.
Give me your fucking money!
And apparently that speeds up time as well. What would be... I think maybe... Tell you what, fuck it. I'll just get my intelligence up a bit more. There we go. Because if I'm remembering right as well, when it comes to, I think it's said in the documents how there's like, you know, a key to the last area. Now, again, with me mentioning before, I did try and make games longer than they needed to be. Now that I'm older, I know that there's a difference between making a good, lengthy game and making a long, tedious game. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to admit it. I can see why anyone could see this to be as, you know, tedious. And of course, watching me literally all I'm doing is go to bed, leave the greenhouse, walk towards the purple house, continue walking towards the purple house, approaching the front door to said purple house, approach the computer, spam B, let's head back to the greenhouse. So let's face it, there really isn't much going on here. So maybe I could just skip a bit. There's not really much to go for. Like, I really want to keep on playing this game to show what the game has to offer. But there really isn't much going on. Like, not much at all. Why did my younger self make it so tedious? Anyways, let's go to the gym and see what's going on in there. Is this the gym? Do you even lift, brah? Better have enough money. What's this? What? Oh, it's the exact same thing. Right, okay. Well, fuck it. Let's just bring up my strength. And I don't know if that's just for stats. I don't know if that's just for stats or if it's actually increases your damage. I mean, I could look in the coding, but I can't be asked. I really can't be bothered. So let's head back to the house. What was it? I think it was 20 points. I think it was 20 points for intelligence. Yeah, I'll bring up my intelligence and I will try and get it. So, hang on, let's get that sorted. Yep, let's get my intelligence up to 20. Maybe when I start getting more money, because that was another thing about the original. Maybe it is just a case of getting through this tedious part first, and then once I've done that, all I've got to do then is just buy the right stuff, and then I can just, you know, what was it? Buy the bookshelf, spam the B button to get through the fucking door, spam the B button, and then I can get a shitload of intelligence. So really all I need is to try and save up for 1,000s. So for now what I'll do is I'll bring up my intelligence. Okay. And yeah, tell you what, I'll cut this episode here for now. And because I might as well do multiple parts. Fuck it. Yes, I get a character. You know what? Fuck it. He's going to have to go home. Okay, so while I'm running away from these hooligans, I will end this video and I will start it off like back in this house. Okay, so I'll see you in the next episode.